They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Touchdown, Stanford! Special teams proving to be special. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
Your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense and the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Badgers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevell to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot. You're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that is opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
And the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7. Yes, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. He's got 43 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking, I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Complete in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. Off play action on 1st down. Fires on the move. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The hand to the running back. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They're testing the right side here. Plows through the defense. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Caught. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. From the gun. Give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Avery. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision reading. Accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. From the gun, looking for a man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Cardinal! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Stanford! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Badgers! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He's up to 86 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads it left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll leave it with him. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I'll tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
He'll pitch it. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The give to the back. Running to Green. Picks up the first down, still moving. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The short hands, it's Wagner. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
42, Wisconsin, 24.
He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Avery. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. Let's see what he can do with it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They want to run it left here. Turning it on! Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. In the final period with a 3rd down play. He might want another play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Banks. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hunt is in the air. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, here. Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Badgers in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and
he wants to go deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Come on, set. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Look out, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different...
Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We waited so long.